Hey, what's up, everybody? C-Man here, bringing you a brief intro into these upcoming videos. These were all shot at the beginning of the week, so some of my references in conversation and they might be a little off. My week's been insane in good ways and bad ways, but I haven't had a chance to edit or post anything until today. So I wanted to let you know that you were going to be hanging out with the past version of myself. So hope you're all enjoying your weekends and days. And now let's throw it on back to Monday with the old C-Man from back then. Take it away, past C-Man! Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema Sit-Down. Oh, it's one of my favorite kind of days, man, because it's a trailer frenzy kind of a day. Over the last week, a whole bunch of trailers came out, and we're taking a look at all of them right now. We just checked out the first trailer for The Aeronauts, which stars Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones hopping into a hot air balloon and taking it higher and further than anyone's ever gone to hopefully figure out ways to predict weather. Looks really fascinating, looks beautiful, and looks like it might be driving to the edge of your seat. But now we're going to check out a movie that stars Mark Ruffalo, and that is something I am so excited about. So why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We're getting ready to take a look at the first official trailer for Dark Waters. Now, as I said, the stars Mark Ruffalo, and the reason I'm excited is I love Mark Ruffalo. He's a great character actor, and he has been crushing it as Dr. David Banner / the Hulk for quite some time now, and you know, Endgame, as a hardcore Marvel nerd and a comic book nerd and loving those movies, weighs on you emotionally in a lot of ways. You had to say goodbye to some characters, and you know that even though we're not ultimately saying goodbye to other characters, we're saying goodbye to them for a little while. That main core of Avengers have been front and center in the movies for the last 3-4 years, and you know, those guys have all been busy working. Now that they all have a little time off, we get to see them go back and do things that aren't Marvel related. And as much as I love what Ruffalo does with the Hulk character, I am pumped to see Mark Ruffalo do something different. And when you give him a cast that includes Anne Hathaway, William Jackson Harper, Tim Robbins, who I haven't seen in the movie in quite some time, and Bill Pullman, you're already grabbing my attention. Then you give me a plot line like this: a corporate defense attorney takes on an environmental lawsuit against a chemical company that exposes a lengthy history of pollution. Now, yes, on paper that sounds kind of boring, but these types of movies lately have been done really, really well, man. Things like Spotlight or The Big Short, where you're kind of diving into these investigative cases that could be, I mean, even The Post, where this could be kind of very here. But if you find the ways to pull a person's heartstrings and get them into the story, those ones have been really successful, and I hope that's the kind of vibe we're getting with Dark Waters. So let's not waste any time, man. Let's get our trusty little travel box up. All right, man, we are ready to get nice and small, so let's shrink it on down. Whew, we are tiny. The Dark Waters trailer is down below us. Let's take a look at what Mr. Mark Ruffalo is bringing us when he ain't big, mean, and green with Dark Waters.
You knew. Still, you did nothing.
Alright, folks, entertainment.
Almost heaven.
Such a great song.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains.
Hi, Grammars.
What are you doing here?
Your grandma tells me her grandson's some fancy environment lawyer down in Cincinnati. I am a corporate defense attorney. So? I defend chemical companies. Well, now you can defend me.
Small town.
How many did you lose? 190. 190 cows. You tell me nothing's wrong here.
Gosh,
It's a small matter for a family friend. Help a guy who needs it.
The farmer or you? That's chemicals, I'm telling you.
I'm seeing documents I don't understand. They're hiding something. That chemical. What if you drank it?
Drink it.
It's like saying, what if I swallowed a tire? What if whatever's killing those cows is in the drinking water?
Oh, God, no.
At DuPont. Better living through chemistry. It's our DNA.
You need to tell me
The
what the hell's
Post and
going
Spotlight.
on.
Look at that.
Is
Two of the three I just
knowingly
mentioned.
poisoning 70,000 local residents for the last 40 years. You knew, still you did nothing.
You want to flush your career down the toilet for some cowhand? You want to take everything that you know
and turn it against an iconic American company, like an informant. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Yes. They have all the money, all the firepower, and they'll use it. I know. I was one of them. Our government is captive to DuPont. They're trying to force you to make me stop.
He was willing to risk his job, his family, for a stranger who needed his help.
The system is rigged. They want us to think it'll protect us. We protect us. We do.
Oh no. Oh, that's like one of those things. That's got to be the worst feeling ever. Oh. The thought that's going through Ruffalo's head there in that last shot, man, like, do I turn my car key on? When you take on these big corporations, they're willing to get downright dirty. So obviously that fear is something that is transparent and very apparent to Mr. Mark Ruffalo at the end there. But that looks really good, man. I wasn't, like, even reading the synopsis, I wasn't grasping that he was the defense attorney for these chemical companies, and now he's abandoning them and digging in as his grandparents, kind of like hometown is dealing with like this chemical stuff coming from DuPont. And right in the middle of the trailer, you saw Spotlight and The Post, the people who made those movies, bringing you this. That makes me very excited. Like I said, this looked like it was kind of in that realm of those two movies and like The Big Short, just in the way it looked from a shot standpoint and a story standpoint. And I'm gripped. I'm intrigued. Like, that looks fascinating and looks like a great character for Mark Ruffalo to play. And clearly, it's going to take some serious time. You saw Anne Hathaway's hair go from super short to long in that trailer. But that looks really, really interesting, man. It's a fantastic cast led by a phenomenal actor in Mark Ruffalo, with a story that's super intriguing. And I think that's stuff that connects to us now still. These companies still run the show, whether it's, as apparent as it used to be or not. When there's that much money involved, there's plenty of corruption to be found. And it looks like kind of like a cool mystery, and Mark Ruffalo kind of digging everything out, as well as like kind of a suspense thriller if this company's really trying to play dirty to scare off Ruffalo from continuing his investigation. So for me, man, Dark Waters, that looks really interesting. It looks like another one that should be right up there with things like The Post and Spotlight. So I'm super pumped for Dark Waters. The question is, are you? Let me know everything you're thinking about the trailer down below in the comments. If you're a fan of Ruffalo when he ain't doing the Hulk, if you're looking forward to him tackling other things, this cast in general, the story, what's interesting or not interesting, are you here or not? Are you pumped to see another movie coming from the people who have done The Post and Spotlight with another one like this? Everything you're thinking goes down below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the old C-Man, you gotta go hit that subscribe button and then that little bell, which will give you an alert every time I make a new video so you can stay up to date with everything we're doing over here at Cinema Sitdown, especially on a good old trailer frenzy kind of a day. So for the C-Man Cinema Sitdown, I am C-Man, and I am signing off. Peace! Well. If you aren't still here, looking for something else to check out that's C-Man related, why don't you check out a video like this guy or this guy? And if you really want to help the C-Man out in year 2, hit that subscribe button and come join the Cinema Sit Down squad, kids. You know what to do.